The Detroit Tigers faced off against the Minnesota Twins under less-than-ideal conditions at Target Field in Minneapolis, and the result was a disappointing 7-3 loss that left fans shaking their heads. The crisp, frigid air seemed to seep into the Tigers' offense, which went cold after a promising start, accumulating just 4 hits throughout the game. This performance raises serious questions about the team's ability to maintain momentum, especially after the 4th inning when the bats fell silent. Casey Mize, who was expected to lead the charge, did not bring his A-game to the mound. He threw just 4.1 innings, allowing 5 earned runs on 7 hits, along with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. It's clear that Mize struggled to find his rhythm, and that's troubling for a team that needs its ace to consistently deliver. With 10 of the 11 hitters striking out at least once, the offensive drought is alarming and highlights a growing concern about the team's ability to adjust at the plate, particularly against a formidable opponent like the Twins. Looking ahead, the Tigers have 3 more games in Minnesota before returning home for a 6-game stretch. The next matchup is pivotal, and it features a promising pitching duel. Tarik Skubal, with a record of 1-1 and a stellar 0.69 ERA, takes the mound against the Twins' Taj Bradley, who boasts an impressive 0.87 ERA. Skubal has been nothing short of remarkable in his first 2 outings this season. On opening day against the San Diego Padres, he threw 6 innings without allowing an earned run, and although he suffered a loss against the Arizona Diamondbacks, his performance was commendable, allowing only 1 run through 7 innings. Fans are eagerly anticipating Skubal's duel against the Twins, who, while 5th in total strikeouts, also rank 3rd in total walks. Skubal's ability to fill up the strike zone without issuing walks, 9 strikeouts and no walks to date, could be the key to success in this matchup. Meanwhile, Taj Bradley, despite being limited to 4.1 innings in his first start due to a high pitch count, displayed dominance against the Kansas City Royals with 6 scoreless innings. This matchup is shaping up to be a classic pitcher's duel, and with temperatures expected to hover in the 40s, it will test the resilience and focus of both lineups. In injury news, the Tigers are still grappling with a series of setbacks. Trey Sweeney is on the 10-day injured list with a right shoulder strain, while Justin Verlander has recently joined the 15-day list due to left hip inflammation. Verlander's absence is a significant blow, and with Kader Montero stepping in to take a spot in the rotation, fans are left wondering how this will impact the team's overall performance. The 60-day injured list features Bo Breesk, Jackson Jobe, Troy Melton, and Reese Olson, all of whom are nursing various injuries, leaving the Tigers with a thin roster. As the team prepares for the upcoming matchups, the question looms large. Can this lineup find its footing and support its pitchers, particularly Skubal, who is on a hot streak? The expectations are high, and fans are hungry for a resurgence. The Tigers must rise to the occasion, shake off the cold, and deliver a performance that speaks to their potential. With the next game just around the corner, all eyes will be on how this team responds. Let's see how they adjust and come back stronger. The narrative continues with the next deep dive into the Tigers' current state. It's been a rocky start to the 2026 campaign for the Detroit Tigers, but as we dive deeper into the season, there are silver linings that every fan should take note of. After just 10 games, it's easy to jump to conclusions, but let's take a closer look at the bright spots that are emerging despite the early struggles. As the Tigers continue their series against the Minnesota Twins, let's spotlight the trio of players who have shown the brightest in these opening games. First up, Colt Keith. Without a doubt, he has emerged as the best hitter on this roster. Despite being robbed of 2 home runs at Chase Field in Arizona, Keith has maintained a batting average above .300. This level of consistency is no small feat with 12 hits, 5 of which are doubles and 7 runs scored. He's proven to be a constant threat at the plate. It's a shame that he doesn't walk much, but when he makes contact, he drives the ball with an uncanny ability to find gaps both infield and outfield. His baseball savant page is a sea of red, indicating strong offensive metrics that back up his performance. If Keith can add a bit more power to his game in the coming weeks, he could very well be the breakout player the Tigers desperately need in his 3rd season. Next, we have Kevin McGonigal, who has been nothing short of a revelation. This is a player who is transforming into a top-tier prospect before our eyes, something we haven't seen for the Tigers in quite some time. Sure, he has cooled off slightly since the initial series, but his presence in the lineup is invaluable. His ability to play both shortstop and third base is a huge asset for manager A.J. Hinch, allowing for greater flexibility as the season progresses. The anticipation for his first major league home run is palpable, and fans can rest easy knowing that when he makes contact, good things are likely to happen. McGonagall's impressive .834 OPS further illustrates his potential. And like Keith, he boasts a baseball savant page that is filled with red. And we can't forget about the pitching side of things. Framber Valdez has exceeded expectations since joining the Tigers this offseason. He came into the season with momentum from a successful spring training and has carried that over into his first two starts. Shutting out the St. Louis Cardinals during the Tigers' home opener was nothing short of spectacular. With a jaw-dropping 0.75 ERA and 10 strikeouts in just 2 starts, Valdez has established himself as a cornerstone of the rotation. As he prepares to take the mound against the Twins, fans should feel excited about the 1-2 punch he forms with the rest of the Tigers' pitching staff. The early signs point to a strong season ahead, especially if Valdez continues this level of performance. In summary, while the Tigers' record after 10 games may not reflect the hope and excitement that fans were expecting, it's crucial to focus on the positives emerging from this young squad. Colt Keith, Kevin McGonigal, and Framber Valdez are setting the tone and showing what this team is capable of when they're firing on all cylinders. Yes, there are areas to improve, but the foundation is being laid for something special. As we continue to navigate this season, let's keep our faith in this team and support our players through the ups and downs. Be sure to subscribe for all the latest news and insights about the Detroit Tigers, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the start of this season? What are your expectations moving forward? Let's keep the conversation going as we cheer on our Tigers.